What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon Kindle and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled Educated Lames Gender Role Reversal. I'm going to do this with the educated lames and quote unquote the bad boys, but that's too long of a damn title. What I'm saying is this. Educated lames are on the male side and the female side. But in some ways, they're similar. In some ways, they're different. See, boys were told to go to college and get an education to get a good job. So back in the day. Now fast forward. You're nothing because you got an education and you got a good job. That don't mean nothing. And then you turn that right around, and the women will tell you, I'm educated and I got a good job, so I'm important. See, that's where maybe it's gonna be the educated lame hypocrisy. That's what I do. That's shorter. That's where there's a problem, because you tell the boys and the girls when they're young to go to school, get an education, get a good job. A lot of our parents didn't tell us to go to school, get an education, and create a good job. That's not what we were told. So to turn around and tell the guys, like, if you went to college, or that's not good enough. If you went to a trade school and you say, you're beneath me because you didn't go to college. But look at me, because I went to college and I graduated and I work at this company and this is what I do. I'm up here and you're down here. It's like, that's a problem. Now, I believe that both educated lame men and women are deemed in the community as unattractive. And a lot of them are overlooked even if they are attractive, because under the educated lame banner, all of a sudden you're not good looking. That's why people needed that I need a thug in the streets and a guy in the boardroom ideology, because the streets was attractive. It was looked at as attractive, right? And so you get educated lame with stability, and then streets was attractive and fun and impulsive, right? Which creates another hypocrisy, where women say they want stability, but they just don't want it from an educated lame, or just a lame, whatever, But they're attracted to the unstable lifestyle of the quote-unquote bad boys, but mad at him for not being stable. Thus, you a fuckboy. You ain't a real man. You can't, all you can do is party and bullshit, But when I look at it on the other way, a female educated lame would say, I gotta get a degree, I got a good job, I make my own money, I don't need a man for nothing, I'm stable, and I'm not and I'm not dealing with nobody who's unstable, and it's understood, right? But on the flip side, even an educated lame woman can get with a bad boy and kind of be his sugar mama. But that goes up and down, because she's not gonna respect him because she takes care of him, but at the same time she might like the control that she has in her purse strings. So it's a twisted little relationship, and I think it's hypocritical. Now, same thing with the trade schools, right? Guy might be a welder. You can't really say electrician because you got to go to college for that now. You know, plumber, um, carpenter, you know, stuff like that. Um, and tell a person that that's what you do. Some type of manual labor that keeps society uh, flowing properly. That's not, you don't really have an education. You have a skill, but you don't have an education. Truck drivers, you got a skill, but you don't really have an education. Now these guys make good money, but their money is not no good because they don't have an education. And but the irony of that is, young ladies that get a trade. I'm a hair technician. You know, I'm a nail technician. I'm an entrepreneur. I make my own money. I got a skill, right? You know, I do medical billing and coding. You know, I got a skill, right? I know how to do medical stuff. I went and got a certification, and I'm in this medical trade now. So I'm upwardly mobile with my skills, but you're not good enough with yours. And that's a problem. Now, when it comes to the bad boys, you know, the hypocrisy. I said this before, these drug dealers are smart. We don't see them. We don't see it, but we overlook that. You could be a bad boy and be considered smart in our community. But all we see bad boys doing is making dumb decisions. I don't understand it. They say it's smart. I don't get it. These guys don't know when to put down the game and move on. On the other hand, the bad girls, they kind of get praised for their, they're under the strong black woman thing. The bad girls who sassy, talks back, gets in people's face, overly aggressive, and that's quote unquote cheered on, but it's despised at the same time. So, the hypocrisy is people say, you don't take no mess or you don't take shit from no one or you a strong black woman, but they hate your fucking guts. And it's unattractive. It's unattractive as hell, but it's funny because, men are not going to say, oh man, I love that combative ass woman. Now, some dudes do say that. Now I got Rick James hypocritical. Some dudes do, oh man, I like a little feistiness. Yeah, okay. She gonna mess up a certain amount of his stuff. He ain't gonna like that no more. And that's on him for being stupid enough to like that. But you can't tell that to everybody, right? So, another thing. Because bad boys are unstable, what they always looked at is they're trying to get stable. Oh, I'm gonna take care of mine. I'm gonna take care of my kids. I'm gonna do. He gonna get it together. He gonna get it together one day. No. And then the bad girls is a hypocrisy because they can be bad girls and all they're gonna say, well, the reason I'm so bad is because the men in my life made me, lie, cheat, and steal. You're 56 now. Still lying, cheating, and stealing, and don't nobody want to fuck with you. You've been doing this shit forever. No. This is who you are. But people don't want to say that, right? They just don't. They just don't want to say that. And that's a problem. Because on one end, it's the hypocrisy of being the quote unquote educated lame. On the other end, it's the hypocrisy of being quote unquote bad. Just like, and I'm going to hit this up and then I'm going to leave. When you're a bad boy, at some point, it was attractive, but you're going to become dusty. Like you too old to be acting doing this bad boy shit. You got to get this up and be a grown ass man. You know, if you out in the streets, the youngins are not gonna respect you. If you got kids, your kids not gonna respect you. Yeah, if you, guys your age who's grown up are not gonna respect you. And you know why. But if you're a bad girl, you gonna be viewed as dusty, but you gonna still have kind of a shield of protection because you're a woman. But people, you like on their last motherfucking nerve, and you leaning heavy on that joint because you know all the things you got away with when you were younger and more immature and prettier. It's not gonna fly tonight. People look at you differently once your body changes, or once you have new competition that's younger and looks better than you. And the hypocrisy is, you want to be taken seriously, but you out here dressed like a teenager and a young woman at the nightclub using her body to get attention, and you using your body to get attention. She got tattoos, you got tattoos. Only difference is your tattoos are dated from like the Tupac era, and her tattoos just is shit that just came out, you know. So people can look at how your body's marked up like, yeah, you're an old hoe, you know. Same thing, you know, and you have not, they're not gonna respect you because if you still out here slinging pussy and attitude as a grown woman, nobody wants that in their life. They might want the pussy, but not the attitude. Yeah, and they might not even want that because they can get younger or better. So I think it's a hypocrisy. It's an educated, lame hypocrisy. But like I said, the title too long, so we out.